Marston's Domain.
Hey everyone, Marson here, and today, well, I got some disappointing news. Super Mario Party is not so super. So, I have been defending this game for a while. When I first saw it revealed, I thought it looked kinda but I was glad that it was back to the traditional style, but I've always said, if it doesn't have online, I personally don't care, because it's not the same as when I was a kid. I don't really have people over all the time to be able to play these games locally. So I've always said, if it doesn't have online, I don't care. So they didn't talk about anything online at E3, so I was like, game looks cool now that it's back to its original roots, but not for me. So then, randomly, the news came out that it had online play, but it just wasn't for the boards. And then that's when I started defending the game, because I said, well, this is a step in the right direction. I definitely would like to have the boards online, but being able to do the minigames online, this should inevitably lead to the boards being online in a future installment. So it's better than nothing, I guess is the way I saw it. So I was supporting the game. So I pre-purchased the game on the eShop, which that could easily be said as, shame on me, I should have waited. So then, right before the game comes out, Game Explained made a video on how the online works. And that's when the news came out that there are only 10 minigames that you can play online. 10. Let me just say that again. 10. Why does this game even have online? Why is it even at all talked about that it has online? What is this? I'm actually confused. What is this? I thought it was a joke. I thought there was no way that the game was going to come out like that. I don't know when the video came out. It was somewhere around a day before the game came out. I don't even remember at this point. I just remember seeing it and I was like, are you kidding me? Because I think I saw it the day Mario Party came out, but I think the video came out a day prior. Regardless, it was only within a day window. So most of us had already decided I'm just going to buy the game because the online minigames is all right, that's good enough. 10 minigames. That is essentially like it not even having online. I streamed it. I played those games online. I'm done. I'm already bored of it. One night, 10 minigames. That's like playing checkers on one of those flash game websites. Or Yahoo games when you could play chess and checkers and pool or whatever. It's the same thing because it's just 10 minigames. That's nothing. I could seriously have more fun just going onto one of those flash game sites and playing Stick Fighter or something. This is really bringing me back because this is how bare bones this is. Those games were more fun than what this is. And I'm not knocking those games. Those games were great. But I'm just trying to say, this is a $60 game. Those were free flash games. And the online was more fun on those than this game. 10 mini games. I'm sure people are going to say that I'm over-exaggerating, but I don't think I am. I don't think I am. Because I bought this game because I was like, this is a step in the right direction. And all this is a baby step in the right direction. 10 mini games is seriously nothing. It's nothing. So let's just stop ranting about that and let's just talk about the actual game. So the actual game, it's like the old ones, but oh man, is the pace slowed down. I couldn't believe it. As I was playing it, because I had streamed pretty much everything on my first impressions. The only thing that I had done off stream when I first bought the game was the rhythm games. I still haven't dived too much into that. But everything else, first impression, I was just streaming it. And as I was streaming that, I literally was thinking in my head, must be the most boring thing to watch. Because it was so slow paced. I've watched streamers play the old Mario parties, and it's fun to watch because it's oh, you don't know what's going to happen. It's pretty fast paced. There's always action going on. This game, so slow. And I noticed right off the bat, because when you go to pick your turns, it said 10 turns takes about 60 minutes. 60 minutes for 10 turns. I already knew something was up. And then you go to play it, and it is the slowest thing ever. Everyone's turn takes forever. In the old games, you used to be able to speed up the text, and I think even the actions of other players, and I think you could even skip other players' minigames if they were computer players. And in this game, you can't do any of that. You can't change any of those settings. So, 60 minutes for 10 turns. I will say, it's way better than what Mario Party was turning into in the last couple installments. With the home console ones anyways. I don't know anything about the handheld ones. I've seen them, never played them. But for home console Mario Party games, this was a lot closer to how they used to be but it's like they missed a step in every single area because the board games are like the old ones, but it's so much slower paced and it doesn't feel as satisfying. And honestly, I saw Coney tweet about this and I think he's right. He said, I don't know what it is, but I feel like this game is more RNG than the rest of them. And I kind of felt that too. I don't know if it's the way that they made the dice blocks or what it is, but the game that I played, I literally just got screwed, which that happens in Mario Party all the time. But like, it was against normal computers, and I won every single minigame. And I just lost because I got horrible dice rolls. Granted, I was using the Bowser dice blocks, so I was getting the -3, so I could use the other one, maybe moved a little further, whatever. But still, I was like, man, I lost my first game already? When I was kicking a lot of ass? When the computers were on normal? And then the hidden blocks, oh my gosh. I know that that was in the other games, but like, I don't know. The first game that I played was already just not good. And the thing that would fix all of this, for me personally, is I could deal with the slow pace. I could deal with all of the randomness. I could deal with all of that if we could play the boards online. Because like I said, I don't really have people over all the time to play these games. So online is where it would be for me. And I'm just gonna bring this up right now because everyone says this. Well, not everyone, but anytime I see someone defend Nintendo for not having online for this, this is what I see. They say, people would rage quit, that's why they don't do it. I don't think that's a valid reason. And this is why. Is because, let's pick any online game, right? Let's pick League of Legends. Now, that game is one of the most popular games ever. People rage quit from that game all the time. And you know what they do? They just put in a computer player. What in the world is stopping Nintendo from replacing the person with a computer player? How in the world has this argument come up so many times when other games have dealt with it for years? I'm so confused. And even at that, if this was a valid reason, why can't you just do it with your friends then? How is this even a reason? I'm so confused. I see it all the time. What does it matter if someone rage quits? And then like I said, even if for some reason it's a huge problem, why can't you just play with your friends on the boards? And then we haven't even gotten into the boards. There's only like 4 of them. And it was funny too because I was watching the BitBlock's stream where he was talking about this game and he brought up a really good point. He said, don't forget, this game is $60. And he said, this feels like a $30 game. And I know that he's really harsh on a lot of things. And sometimes I don't agree with how harsh he is with some of these games because some of these games I think are great and maybe they have some flaws, but it's whatever. Honestly, I agree with him. I think this game is worth $30. I don't see how this is a $60 game at all. I really don't. And you know what? I'm starting to think that's why they had so many characters in it. Because I thought that was random. I thought it was so cool that this game had so many characters, but I was like, man, they've really never done this before. I feel like that's why they did it. They were like masking the fact that there was nothing in this game. There's like 4 boards. You could play 10 minigames online. The game is very slow paced. I still can't even do the single player thing because I haven't unlocked all the minigames. The challenge road or whatever, I can't even do it because I haven't unlocked all the minigames. So I have to do the boards by myself to unlock the minigames to even be able to do those. I am just very disappointed with this game. It was so close to being there. It was so close to being the return to Mario Party. Every game so far that Nintendo has put on the Switch, in my opinion, has gotten what I call the Switch treatment, where they've made arguably the best iterations of their games. Mario Odyssey is incredible. Breath of the Wild is incredible. I know it was on the Wii U, but whatever. Smash Ultimate is arguably going to be the best Smash. Again, I know these are all just opinions, but these games all feel amazing to me. So when Super Mario Party was a thing, I was like, this is it. They're going to do it. And then there was no online announced, so I was like, whatever. Hopefully people enjoy it. Then online was announced, I was like, okay, this changes everything. Oh, and not to mention, when you go to play the minigames online against random people, there's like 3 different cups, and the minigames on them are just set. And I don't know what the duration is, but it works like Splatoon, where there's like a rotation. So within the only 10 minigames available online, they honestly restrict it to a set of 5 between the cups. So there's a chance that you won't even be able to play one of the minigames online against random people on a given day, because some of the cups have the same minigames in that list. I'm beyond confused as to what they were thinking with this game. I really am. And this is one of my longest rants I've had, and this reminds me of when I first started my channel. I haven't been this annoyed with Nintendo in a long time. And I don't even know if some of you guys will even make it to the end of this video because it's so long. But this is just how I genuinely feel. I am honestly just really disappointed with this game. There is still a glimmer of hope, though, that they could patch this game. Because I've already seen a ton of people complain about the fact that boards aren't online. And it makes me wonder if they're going to see that so many times and be like, you know what, maybe we should add it. Because I don't see how they can't add that in a patch. I really don't. I genuinely don't. I'm not a programmer. I don't know how any of that works. But if people are able to do this on their own with emulators on the older Mario parties, I'm willing to argue that they could patch this in. Oh, and that's also something else I wanted to mention, because I know that someone will probably say, when I complain about how the boards aren't online, someone would probably say, well, this game is really meant for local play. If I had my friends over, and they're over specifically to play video games, why would we play this one? I would just play one of the older ones, because they're better. The whole reason for this, to me, with it being mediocre, and me giving it a pass, would be the fact that I could play them online, because this is 2018, and you would expect some of these things to be in a game. I know that we knew ahead of time that they weren't going to be in the game, so I didn't buy it expecting for online boards. But I think a lot of people would deal with the fact that this game is mediocre if you could play the boards online. And I was willing to just ignore all of that and just deal with the fact that we could play with the minigames online, but there's only 10 available online. If that doesn't get patched, that just blows my mind. I can't believe it. I can't. Like, I know I'm just going on at this point, I'm just rambling, but I legitimately am just baffled. 10. I don't think anyone saw that coming. Anyone. No wonder why they haven't talked about it. That's the most abysmal online. That would be like if the new... Oh, I don't even like that I just had this thought. This is scary. That would be like if the new Animal Crossing game came out and they were like, yeah, in this one, you can just visit each other's house. You can't visit the town. It'd be like, what? Like, we'd all buy it expecting like, yeah, you know, the old ones, you know, you play online. I get that the older Mario parties didn't have online, but whatever. It's just that general concept of like, okay, it has this feature, so it should have the whole thing. It has minigames online, so let us play the minigames online. And why in the world isn't that river thing online? I don't know. I can't handle how bad this game is. It could have easily been good. Add traditional leaderboards, add online to the boards, add online to all the minigames, make the board games a little bit faster paced like they used to be, and there you have it. Freaking Mario Party. If they really have such a hard time making a good Mario Party, just freaking take the first 3, make them HD, add online functionality to them. Bam, you have the best Mario Party game that could ever be made, apparently, because they don't know how to make a good one anymore. So I'm just going to end the rant here because I could honestly probably just keep rambling for another 30 minutes and I probably still have stuff to say, but I don't know. I haven't felt this way since like Amiibo Festival or Star Fox Zero. This game is just not good. It's not trash. I'd like to make that clear. This game is not trash, but in every area, it just missed at being amazing. And if it doesn't get patched, what a waste. Because this game could have been something really special. And if you're someone that's thinking about buying this game, if you don't mind playing a slower paced version of the original Mario Party, I'd say go for it. If you have people to play with locally. But other than that, I couldn't recommend this game to anyone. And when I was streaming it last night, I was telling everyone, like, I wouldn't buy this game. I would just pass on it. So that's all I really have to say about this. Again, maybe I'll make more videos in the future on this because this really is annoying. But I've ranted long enough. Hopefully you made it to the end of this video. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about all this. Do you actually enjoy this game? I would like to hear your thoughts if you do. If you agree with me, I mean, I'd still like to hear your thoughts, but I'm just genuinely curious on if people are loving this game and think it's worth the $60. So let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time, I'll see you all later. Take care, everyone.